Let me start with a simple but powerful question. When you listen to confident English speakers, do you notice that they do not speak very fast, and they do not use extremely complicated grammar? Yet their English sounds strong, clear, and intelligent. That difference often comes from vocabulary choice. At the C1 level, English is no longer about survival language. It becomes about precision, clarity, and depth. Today, I want to walk you through 15 words that quietly separate intermediate learners from advanced speakers. This is not a test to make you feel nervous. This is a mirror to help you see where your English is going. Let us begin with the word nuance. Nuance refers to a very small difference in meaning, emotion, or intention. Two sentences may look almost the same, but the nuance changes how they feel. Advanced speakers notice nuance because communication is not only about what is said, but how it is understood. When you understand nuance, you start reading between the lines. This is a key skill at C1 level. The next word is inevitable. This word describes something that cannot be avoided. For example, change is inevitable. Aging is inevitable. When you use this word, your English sounds calm and philosophical. It shows that you can talk about life in a broader way, not just daily routines. Now let us look at constraint. A constraint is a limitation that controls or restricts something. Time is a common constraint. Budget is another constraint. This word is often used in professional, academic, and problem-solving contexts. Using constraint shows that you can analyze situations realistically. The fourth word is perspective. Perspective is how someone sees or understands a situation. Two people can experience the same event but have different perspectives. At C1 level, you begin to discuss ideas, opinions, and viewpoints, not just actions. This word helps you sound thoughtful and open dash-minded. Next comes assumption. An assumption is something you believe without checking facts. Many misunderstandings come from wrong assumptions. When you use this word, you show awareness of human thinking and communication problems. It is a very common word in debates and discussions. Now we move to implement. To implement something means to put a plan into action. Instead of saying, "We will do this plan," advanced speakers say, "We will implement this plan." This word sounds more formal and controlled, especially in work or study settings. The word significant is next. Significant means important and meaningful. Way. Not every change is significant, but some changes truly matter. Using this word helps you avoid exaggeration and sound precise. Let us talk about consequence. A consequence is a result of an action, often negative, but not always. Every decision has consequences. This word helps you connect actions with results, which is a very advanced thinking pattern in language. Now, think about the word justify. To justify means to explain why something is reasonable or correct. Advanced speakers often justify their opinions instead of simply stating them. This shows logic and structure in your thinking. The next word is efficient. Efficient means achieving good results without wasting time or energy. At higher levels of English, you start talking about processes and systems. This word fits perfectly in such conversations. Now let us focus on reluctant. Reluctant means hesitant or unwilling. For example, I was reluctant to speak at first. This word allows you to express emotions politely and accurately without sounding dramatic. The word clarify is extremely useful. To clarify means to make something clear. Could you clarify your point? When you use this word, you sound professional and respectful. It shows you care about understanding, not arguing. Next is adapt. To adapt means to change according to a situation. Advanced learners adapt their language depending on context. This word shows flexibility, which is a key C1 trait. Now, we come to prioritize. To prioritize means to decide what is most important. At higher levels, conversations often involve planning and decision-making. This word fits naturally into such discussions. The final word is outcome. Outcome means the final result of a process. Advanced speakers often separate effort from outcome. This shows mature thinking and analytical ability. Now, let me tell you something very important. Knowing these words does not automatically make you C1. Recognition is the first step. The real goal is comfort. When you hear these words and understand them instantly without translation, your brain is operating at a higher level. When you start using them naturally without forcing them, your English is evolving. If some of these words felt familiar but difficult to use, that is normal. C1 is not about perfection, it is about control. You choose words carefully, you adjust your tone. You respect context. Advanced English is quieter. It is not loud or dramatic. It is clear, calm, and intentional. The more you listen to advanced English, the more these words become part of your thinking. Over time, you stop noticing them as special words. They simply feel normal. One day, you will hear a conversation and realize that you understand not only the words, but the intention behind them. That is when English stops being a subject and starts becoming a skill, and that moment is closer than you think.